Well, good morning. Well, good evening, everyone, I should say. It is good morning where I am in Florida. And just so happy to have you join us and to find out what is just starting to go all over the world, which is extremely exciting because we're about ready to launch into a new country. And that's always exciting because A, we get to meet more entrepreneur type people, but B, it gives us the confidence and, well, not necessarily the confidence, but the fact that it just proves that Arbonne is just such a great company and great products and a great opportunity. So for you, those of you that are guests on this call, please don't feel that I'm going to try and convince you to join Arbonne. But what I'd love you to do is just sit back, grab your cup of tea or your glass of wine, and just have a little listen to what this company and opportunity is all about. I am National Vice President Lynn Mattern, and I cannot get this to move. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. And I'm National Vice President Lynn Mattern, and I was a special needs teacher for 31 years, and I absolutely loved what I did. But I don't know about you, but I always had a lot more month than I did money. And I really got sick of living in that state. It was just like month after month. I would think that I would have more money the next month, but then the car would need something or some other unforeseen bill came my way. And it was just like I could never get ahead. And I thought, this isn't how I want to continue to live life. I really wasn't looking for another opportunity. I was thinking I was going to get another job. But Arbonne crossed my path, and actually I said no 5 times because I had a preconceived idea of what this was. Boy, was I wrong. I finally did try the products, found out they were amazing, and then I took a look at the business. And I was so upset with myself because I had prejudged it. I thought it was just one of those little things that people do that can't get jobs. And it really is an unbelievable opportunity. And it doesn't matter what your background is, how old you are, you do have to have a dream. And what we do is that we, as we are, like I said earlier, going through the new countries, is that we are transforming lives through our products and through our opportunity. So a little bit about us. This is a really important slide. And for anybody that is looking at a network marketing company, you need to really look into the history of the company. Now, we have been around for over 37 years. That's pretty phenomenal. And that is a key point for you always to remember, because a lot of network marketing companies will fold within 5 to 6 years. And so we've been around for 37 years. And it started in 1975 with our founder, Peter Mork. And Peter had a vision. He was a visionary. And he was formulating high-end skincares. And he knew the nasty chemicals that were going into these products. So he went to his biochemist friends and said, do you think that we can formulate a high-end skincare that works without nasty ingredients? And it took him 5 years. And then Arbonne was born. As you go along the trail, you'll see that, or the timeline, you'll see that, we had a few products. We didn't have that many products at the beginning. And in 2006, we launched in Canada. And then 2007, we launched in the UK and Australia. And then in 2009, we had Kay Ziolti that came on board. And she was a CEO or a high position person in Procter & Gamble and McDonald's, and was a key player in helping McDonald's become a little more healthier with salads. But she is the business gun. She is just the brains, and she is seeing how we're going to go global. 2012 is when we opened up our charitable foundation, and we want to be known as the company that gives back. And this is a charity for helping boys and girls self-esteem, teenagers, which is so important, to help support kids in this day and age. We continue to have more products. In 2014, we opened up in Poland. In 2016 was Taiwan. And now 2017, we just launched our new anti-aging line, and we were told that we're going to be launching into Germany. So watch out, world. So why, what's the buzz about these products? Why are they so phenomenal? Which is why we're growing. The fact is that we are botanically based, and we take Mother Earth and the best of science, Vitasphere delivery system, and that's the delivery system, so it goes into the cellular levels. Because if it just sits on top of your skin, it's just going to smell nice. Here, what we do is we go into the cellular level so we can change the cell structure. Now, we can't undo all the damage, but we can certainly change a lot. And we adhere to this European standards, which is really quite something. I didn't know about this. I just thought, like, I'm American, so I thought, okay, American standards or Australian standards. European standards are high. And we have to, when we adhere to that, that really puts the gold stamp on our products. And you can see that we have all these certifications, which, if you think about it, people are looking for vegan, gluten-free products. So we are about pure, safe, and beneficial. As I said, we use the purest ingredients. We have massive amount of testing behind our products. And at the end of the day, our products work. We also are very excited about what's not in our products. And you can take a look at the list down here of things that we do not have in our products. And we're continually making sure that we are only using the greatest ingredients. Now, you can take my word for it, or also we have doctors that say, yes, your products do what they say you claim them to do. So for me as a consultant, that is fantastic for me to give these products or have these products tried by other people, because I know that not only do I think they're great, but we do have medical doctors that say they are too. So we have a wide range of products. If you think about it, what do you use on a daily basis? So that's one of the greatest things about Arbonne, is that we're just asking people to try our products in categories that they already use. Because you think about face wash, body wash, shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste, health food, baby lime, makeup. People use these things. This is business 101. Products that people already use, and they're consumable. And when you fall in love, what do we do with anything? We either go buy it again, or we go online and buy it again, which is what we would do. But I was thinking, like, if you had your favorite bottle of wine, you go back to that wine store and find that bottle of wine. It's the same thing. When people fall in love with our products, then they say, okay, I'm going to shop online. Products come to their home. So here is what we're very excited about. This has been our reformulation of our anti-aging line. And this has the highest ingredients. It has peptides that are plumping up our skin all the time, that I cannot believe the difference. I've been on this product now for 5.5 months, and I cannot get over the difference in my skin. And I just came to Florida a couple months ago from Australia, and I hadn't seen my mother for like 3 months. And during that time, I had been using this new line. And my mom, now moms are very critical, can be very critical. And she said to me, I cannot believe the difference in your skin, Lynn. What are you doing? And I'm like, well, let me tell you. But that was such a huge thing for me. Also, I could feel the difference. But when your mother is looking at you underneath the magnifying glass, to say, wow. We also have our beautiful device, our Ultra Genius device, which is ultrasound. And what it does is it penetrates the products in at a much faster rate. It's a very, very low wattage of ultrasound waves, but it's just so effective, and you get quicker results. And so, you will not believe the difference in that. And then we have the Healthy program. So our skin is a reflection of what's going on the inside of our body. So if the inside of our body is healthy, our skin is going to glow even more. And I will attribute that to this. This is a 30-day, we have a 30-day healthy living program. These are protein shakes that you can have once a day, twice a day. And what we do is we teach people how to eat healthy, how to eat real food also. But this is dairy, soy, and gluten-free, vegan, no artificial sweeteners, and unbelievable what it is doing to so many people that are embracing this program. So social marketing, what is it? Well, you can see at the top, traditional retail. And I actually go from right to left because as a consumer, I never realized that I paid every time that product moved. I always knew there was a bit of a markup, but I didn't know it was a lot of markup, which is about 20%. Every time a product moves, it's about 20% markup. So when you go to grab something off a store shelf, just know that you really aren't paying for the value. You're paying for how that product has moved, plus how it was made. We take all the middlemen out, so the consumer gets a high-end product for a fraction of the price because we come directly from the manufacturer. And that is just so smart. We get to be our own bosses, okay? People can earn a little bit of money, or they can have a full-time career in Arbonne and make a lot of money. And you get to leverage your time. This is your own business for a fraction of the price of what a normal business would be. So how many times have you heard people say, oh, I'm tired of having somebody tell me when I have to go to work, or I have to get up tomorrow, it's Monday morning, or I can't get off work and go see my children at a performance, or unless I ask my boss. People want to be in control of their own lives. A lot of people want to be an entrepreneur. Again, part-time, full-time, doesn't matter. And we're going global. I've already talked about this so much in this presentation because I'm really excited that we are just expanding. So who do you know? And if you don't know anybody in Germany or Taiwan, ask your friends. Who do they know? Because as we know, it's only 6 degrees separation. Somebody will know somebody. And we are just all about health and wellness. So would you agree that that's what a lot of people are looking for? Products that work, products that are safe, and products that make us better, because people are wanting to live longer and a healthier life. And great thing is, we can run this business from our phone. Social media is massive. So you can sit in your office and talk to as many people as you want, as social savvy as you are, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. We build relationships. Thank you, Internet. The world has become smaller and we can connect. Now that is pretty cool. And Arbonne has aligned with the internet so that we do on our phone, on our computers. We have an amazing website. We have links that people can watch to find out more about our business. We have everything at our fingertips. So what do? Well, we ask people to stop buying products from a retail store and paying the man and paying for the huge markup and start trying our products and saving money, getting premium products for a fraction of the price. And if they want to, then they can share this idea and build a business. And most people will start doing this alongside what they currently do. We coach and train you on how to work this business in the nooks and crannies of your life. I was a full-time teacher, a single mom of 2. I was busy. People looked at me like, you're doing what? But I saw what this business was doing with so many people. And I thought, my time isn't, I was wasting time. I was watching TV and, I was doing things that I could better manage my time. And boy, am I ever so glad that I took some time that I was wasting and I learned and I was coached and I was walked next to build this business. because this business is your own business, but you're not in business by yourself. It starts with a why, that you want something more. And you know what? There's so many people out there. And I've already talked about the opportunity. So we get paid on 4 ways. You get paid on your commissions. You get paid on overrides when you coach and train. At the top 2 levels, there's only 4 levels in the business, but the top 2 levels, you get a Mercedes cash program. And then you also have the opportunity, after getting to level 1, getting a bonus well, that's not true. You can have a bonus at every level. Beg your pardon. You can have a bonus at every level, every single month. So what do you currently do? Do you have that option? Do you have an option where if you work hard enough, your company's going to give you a car allotment to drive a white Mercedes or a car? So let's talk about the 4 levels. We work to get you to area manager. That's our focus. But along the way, you will pass district manager. And you can see that will give you a little bit of money. And you don't have to have a team to get to district manager, but we really want you to focus on getting into area manager, because that's where Arbonne sees you as a true business person. You have a team, not a very big team, 1, 2 people, but you can start to see that now you're going to make some monthly income that can give you choices, and you can see up to $3,000+ So, wow, what would that do every month if that was coming in? Even $1,600. What would that do to your household budget? And when you get to that second level, the business becomes willable, which means if something were to happen to you, your loved ones would always get paid from Arbonne. You continue to be coached and walk with your upline, your coach, and learn this business more and more and share it with more people. You get your regional vice president. And this is where Arbonne gives you a car allotment to drive the white Mercedes. Pretty nice. Look at the money. Now we are making huge differences in people's lives. Continue to do the same, and you get to my level, which is national vice president. 4 levels. Sharing, simple business. Just repeat, talk to people with skin, don't need to have hair, and we uncover people's dreams. So where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as building a business, as an independent consultant? And if so, then I would ask you to get with the person that invited you on this call. You can save 30 to 50% off. You build a business, we coach and train you. And it's just depending on what country you are in, 121 in Australia. Is that right? Yeah. No, 105 in Australia, 121 in New Zealand, and $79 in America. Or do you see yourself as a preferred client where you're going to save 20 to 40% off? And the products come to your home, 45-day back guarantee. Or do you see that you want to host and you want to get a couple people together and you want to take a look at this? If you do, then get with the person that invited you on and see what this is all about. So we all have that little voice in our head that wants to take us out. And your voice might have said one of these things. And I'm going to say that is so normal because that's what I had. I didn't have enough time. Well, when are you ever going to have enough time? We coach and train you in how to build this business, as I said, in the nooks and crannies. I don't have enough money. It doesn't cost very much to start this business. And I think if you just stop buying coffee for a couple days or maybe forego a couple bottles of wine, you can afford this business. I don't know enough people. Do you carry a cell phone or a mobile? You got people with skin. I don't understand the business. That's all right. I didn't either. We're going to walk alongside you. And I'm not a salesperson. I love this one because I'm not a salesperson. But you know what? We are all salespeople. We are always recommending something, whether it's a movie, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's you bought a great pair of shoes and somebody said, where did you get those shoes? You're going to tell them. All right, Are you being pushy? No. You're recommending, and that's what we do. So I'm going to leave you with this slide. You are where you are because of the choices that you made yesterday. I am where I am because of the choices and decisions I made yesterday. Am I glad? Yes. So you're on this call because you're looking. So you want to be in a different spot. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting the same thing. So let's take a look at what your life could look like. Let's uncover those dreams that we've hidden. And we've all hidden dreams because they're too painful to look at. It might be that you really want to be home and not have to have your kids in childcare. It might be you're sick and tired of looking at that credit card that is so maxed out and the interest is just on a runaway train. It might be that you have a lot of money, but you have no time and you're sick and tired of being on the hamster wheel. Talk to the person that invited you on. Thank you so much for being on. Have a glorious night or a day or whatever time it is where you are, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.